For my stratagems, I use the anti-material rifle from the Patriotic Administration Center section to open containers easily, especially without blowing up fuel canisters, also to remove fences and dealing with stronger enemies. Alternatively, you can use the laser cannon from the Engineering Bay section. The jump pack and the fast recon vehicle from the hangar section are used for mobility. Finally, I picked the Eagle Airstrike also from the hangar to deal with bot drops and patrols. In the weapon section, primary and secondary don't matter. Pick what you are comfortable with. For the throwable, however, I use the G16 impact grenade from the Helldiver Mobilize, the default warband. It's in page 5. This grenade is useful for quickly opening containers and to flip the recon vehicle if necessary. Regarding the armor, any light armor with max speed 550 will do. If you want the best option available, it's the SC30 Trailblazer Scout, page 7 of the Helldiver's Mobilize Warband, which has the Scout passive, useful to reduce the range at which enemies can detect you by 30%, but be aware that since we will be driving most of the time, it has low impact on runtime. And to finish the loadout, I use the Stamina Enhancement as booster. It's also from the Helldiver Mobilize Warband page 7, and it increases the total stamina and stamina recovery. Automaton is the best faction to farm on. We want to avoid cities, which yields less POI, points of interest, with super credits. So it's pretty much a no-go for Illuminates. Terminids usually feature more enemies, which means more encounters, and we want to avoid fighting as much as possible. Biomes are important because they dictate the type of POIs and their frequency. The best biomes to farm are Moon, Scorched Moor, Desert Dune, and Rocky Canyons. You can identify them by looking at the picture in the planet selection. My favorite biome is Moon. Set your difficulty to level 2. Why 2? Because one of the most common secondary objectives at this difficulty is the LiDAR station, which reveal all the POIs on the map. It's important to know that the higher the difficulty, the bigger the map and the more POIs you have. But starting at level 4, rare samples enter the pool of reward, which reduce the probability to find super credits. 2 is in my opinion the perfect balance if you want to make use of the LiDAR stations. As mentioned previously, you want to avoid any mission with cities. What I usually do is drop in the middle, call my jetpack and my sniper. While I wait for them to drop, I look at the minimap and try to identify and locate the secondary objective. If it's a LiDAR station, I first go there, but if it's a SIF SAM or SIF artillery, I call the vehicle and start looking for POIs. Map awareness is important. You can identify the type of POIs and secondary objectives by their layout on the minimap. Circles, it's a SIF artillery. Building, usually high chances of finding an escape pod, etc. Don't forget to set your match privacy as friends only or solo. And of course, you can't open the bunkers because you're playing solo. Important point, all medals, super credits and requisition slips you obtain during the run are immediately added to your inventory, so there is no need to extract. You just go over the POIs on the map. Once you're satisfied, go back to the ship, rinse and repeat. As a last recommendation, driving in this game is kinda hard. The key is not to go full throttle. Drive at a medium speed, and anytime you start to lose control, let go of the gas. You will always be faster than on foot anyway, but if you go full speed, you will finish on the roof or hit obstacles all the time, slowing you down. Also, use the vehicle to ram fences and obstacles to reach more easily escape pods and containers. And to finish, check this video out as an example. It's a 1 hour typical farming session without commentary.